When most people hit the gym, they're thinking about lifting some weights or doing some laps. And here at Meridian's newest offering, it's all about the laps, but not what you're thinking. I'm your neighborhood reporter, Keith Burrell, and in this week's Made in Idaho, I'm at Race Club Boise, the Valley's first dedicated race sim studio and community space.
The passion behind it was that we're here in Boise and it's really inaccessible to race cars. And you can do some go-karting, but at the end of the day, it's just go-karting and one track. But how do you kind of live out these fantasies as we see in like F1 being so popular? To watch a race is one thing, and I think you look at it and you go, wow, that looks maybe kind of easy. So I wanted to try it, right? I was a kid, I wanted to race Formula One.
From Grand Tours to Formula One cars, racing fanatics can now choose their favorite track and go for a spin from a virtual cockpit in Meridian. Entering Race Club Boise transports you out of the gem state to anywhere in the world, immersing you in the action.
Yeah, when we did it, we wanted to focus on immersion. So we have the monitor as safely close to you as possible so that your periphery is completely covered. But we also do it within reason. So this whole chassis underneath is moving underneath the monitor. So like when you see this dash, you don't realize the steering wheel is moving a little bit because the dash is also moving in the digital space. And so this immersion, you start to stitch it together. And that's the magic. If we were to put most simulator studios that I toured before I built this place, they take the monitor and they put it behind this chassis. And so you've got maybe a bigger screen, but you can see this thing moving, and it just kind of breaks your concentration. You're gaming at that point. And I really wanted to build this for the enthusiast where it's like, this is fully on, this is a tool of training, and that people who are just getting started, they're going to enjoy it, but people like Nick, they could actually train and get value out. Stingray, same thing.
Boise State student and Lamborghini racing driver Nick Persing joined me at the club while he'll be training for the season. All right, Nick, I feel like I'm understeering through everything. Am I just going too quick?
No, you're probably not trail breaking it in enough.
While driving at the studio doesn't simulate G-forces, the haptic rigs provide precise and exact feedback from the car and the track.
You need to be able to feel like exactly where the bumps are in certain corners in order to essentially pick the right line through the corner, because the right line is not always necessarily just the textbook correct line. It depends on the track surface.
If it's not the speed that injures anyone, it's the suddenly becoming stationary. And owner and founder Adam LaBarbera tells me sim racing makes the sport accessible and safe.
Coming here and saying, okay, you can get something like 85-90% of the experience, and oh, by the way, as soon as you're about to crash, you just hit this one button, you're going to be safe. It gives people like a chance to really live it. And I think it grows motorsport as a whole, which is really at the end of the day, what I want to help do is get more people involved and keep the sport alive. It's really quite expensive, and without more support, more fans, it can tend to go away.
Adam tells me they plan to continue expanding to other states and have cross-country tournaments. From Race Club Boise, I'm your neighborhood reporter, Keith Burrell for Idaho News 6.